Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope your day is going well. So more updates from our Nigerian Super Eagles and Super Falcons precisely at this moment. Of course, they are still preparing for the Olympics in their Spain camp. And on Monday they had their first training, and today is the day 3 of their training. They actually are having a training this afternoon as at the time of recording this video. So lots of preparations going on for that one. And the wardrobe obviously uh, uh, turning up the heat up a notch for the girls, and the girls themselves know what is at stake. They know that they have to respond to training, because it's very important that we go out there and perform really well in the Olympics. So, but there's been some latest happening regarding the girls, the availability of all the players. Uh, I did mention in the last video that all the 18 players have arrived, but that's not what's happening right now, because the latest reports from NFF is saying that some players, about 4 to 5 players, have not showed up in camp, and they are citing several issues, from visa issues to accreditation issues, and then some for the fact that their clubs have not released them. So these 5 players include the likes of Tosi Demehin, the defender who plays for Realms. And the report is that she hasn't joined the camp because of a mistake that was found on her accreditation. And then there's also Nasarawa Amazons talented player Jumoke Alani. She is also held up due to accreditation. And then there is other 2 players, the likes of Uche Nakanu and Chiwendu Ihezo. They've also not showed up because of visa issues right now. And then there is the last person, McLean Chinonyelum. She plays for a Russian-based club, and right now the report is that she's also being held up because she needs to come back to Nigeria from Russia and then get her visa before flying to Spain. So the latest update right now from NFF is that these 5 players, when we should expect them, at the latest to arrive in camp and join the girls, is by the weekend, which of course is just a few days. Today is obviously Tuesday, so the next 3 or 4 days, all these ladies would have sorted out their issues and joined the girls. So it's going to be a full camp very soon. So moving forward to the next gist, let me let you know the latest regarding Nigerian Football Federation and their quest to get a world-class coach for Nigerian Super Eagles. Of course, this topic has been died down in the last couple of days. We've not really heard about it a lot, and NFF also have not really said a lot of things out to the media. But right now, there's been some emerging trends right now that the NFF's president is actually preparing to go to London to meet with the said coach that they are trying to see if he's a good fit for Nigeria Super Eagles. The report is that this coach that the NFF's president wants to go and see in London actually sent in a really good presentation about his plans and philosophy for the national team. So it was reported that the NFF felt impressed by this presentation from this coach, whose name was not said, that the president wants to go and see him for further discussions. And then there's also other rumor right now that the NFF has still not closed, or have still not closed the door yet to the possibility of bringing back coach Joseph Osero. And I know we've talked about this off and on every time, but again, the gist is that NFF are still very open to reasoning with coach Joseph Osero for him to come back and take over the Super Eagles head coach job. And the report is that they in fact had a conversation with him, even though coach Joseph Osero wasn't exactly prioritizing returning back to Nigeria Super Eagles, because he's looking at the football clubs in the South African League, and again in the Saudi Pro League. I talked about that, I think 2 or 3 videos ago. But NFF, it seems that they are exploring lots of options, and they seem to be everywhere looking for the next coach or the next fit for the Nigerian Super Eagles head coach job. But again, we'll see what happens in the coming days, last weeks. We do know that they are obligated to elect the new coach before we start playing the run of fixtures that's going to come later in September, effectively with the resumption of the qualifiers game for the 2025 African Cup of Nations. But moving beyond that, just let me let you know that Finidi has now officially begun his role as the new coach of the Rivers United side by conducting his first official preseason training camp with the team. Again, we talked about the fact that Finidi, one of NFS officials came out and talked stuff about the fact that Finidi might be sued because his action is not professional, because he said the NFF has not give him the go-ahead to get another club. But it seems that Finidi doesn't really care about this, and he has moved forward and not looking back, because he has now started coaching this NPFL Rivers club with immediate effect. We wish him all the best for that one. Of course, one thing I would love so much is to see him smile over and over again, because he's had a really very, very awful past few weeks, especially after he took the Nigerian Super Eagles head coach job. But again, you know that he signed a two-year contract with the club, and his salary is around 3 million naira, which is very, very good for him to start his coaching career again. But beyond that, just let me let you know that Moses Simon has now returned back to full training with his Nantes side after being out for several months, due to that injury, that knee injury. But again, his club has now announced officially that the young man has resumed training with them ahead of their preseason for next season. And it's good to see him back, and I'm really very happy about that. Again, talking about our players who have now returned to their clubs, we have the likes of Alex Iwobi and Kevin Bassey also joining their Fulham side after their holiday. With the club now doing some really intensive indoor gym workouts as they prepare to start off their campaign ahead of the preseason for next season. And speaking of the players who have returned back to their clubs ahead of the preseason, Samuel Chukwueze has also now returned back to AC Milan. Is actually one of the earliest people to return back to the club after his vacation. Of course, he came around Aba to be involved in a series of charity events with local academies, in Aba. But right now, he's now returned and has now started the preseason training with his club. Lookman has also been spotted doing some series of personal solo workouts after he had a really, really swell time in the Caribbean, enjoying himself for vacation. But the man is now back doing solo trainings, and is going to join his Atlanta side in the next coming days for their preseason tour. But that is the update, guys. Thanks for watching this one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Stay tuned to the channel for more updates.